Memphis returns.
Yeah, they just need one practice day with them. I think that's important because it's a different type of running.
But the fact that Minnesota got 29 points off the 27 turnovers and still couldn't get the win. Andrew Wiggins, boy, there's a guy surprised he didn't extend those arms to the sky. Towns thought about pulling for the three, and Chandler quickly recovering defensively. Here's Teague on the drive, goes glass. Josh has shot much better from the three-point line. 2 of 3 in the victory against Memphis on Thursday. How about that play from Karl Anthony Towns? Or 7-footers.
Yeah, and it's going to be even more obvious this coming up season. So many players in the draft at that size, and Triano's like, I had enough. Now you become part of the bench.
Here's Wiggins with the pull-up. So the guy who'd been ice cold of late. Denver and Portland. Here's Cannon. Chris on the drive, gets a nice finish.
The bench is a unit, 61 and 69, a season high.
The Suns winning 2 of 3. Beautiful feed inside by Cannon, who was able to snake along the baseline as Warren gets it up and in. Here's Butler going to work.
They're going to come in not just with revenge, but they're going to be on high alert. And Minnesota so far has been dominant.
Your profile?
No, I don't watch him as much anymore. But when I was playing, all the time.
Lynn able to slip baseline, slam it home.
Did you see the maneuver though? I mean,
that, the handle.
Here, now it's a 7-footer. Catches the ball and hesitates and then skips around. Taj Gibson left him standing.
Bender with a head fake, working baseline. Good strong move there from Dragan Bender.
It's serving Taj up.
The little runner, but Taj Gibson able to fight for the offensive rebound. That was their problem last year. They had 13 games as Wiggins is able to muscle it up on the baseline when leading by 9 or more points, and the Suns have 2 of those victories. As Dragan Bender strokes the 3. Jamal Crawford has been on a tear the last 2 games and looking like he's brought his game in his suitcase. Williams and Crawford.
Oh, they're up there in terms of 6 men. I mean, they're up there.
And this guy is fighting for his spot in the top 5. Troy Daniels knocks down the trio. And back to House Jr., who launches the 3. Jackson steps in for the steal. To Lynn for the jam. Clock and the game clock.
Yeah, Crawford's been one of the best in the league over the last 10 years at getting a good look at the last shot.
Pulls a little early, but he had the feel. Here's Gorgie Jang. Long rebound to Towns. He won't miss many of those when he's that open.
Especially when he stays that open. Run at him.
Tyson Chandler knows what Crawford's thinking. Towns down low. Good ball movement here for Minnesota, and it sets up Gorgie Jang for the 3-point. Warren can't get it. Hey! Jones able to race it down. Team's inability to close out 2 of the 3 games this season. Towns is able to slip across the lane. You can see from the opening tip that they have gotten into the Suns defensively. Almost all 94 feet is Jones. Able to run it up and in. Wrap back a little bit to begin the second quarter. Ulis.
Sloppy.
He kind of moved the waistband around, but didn't finish the deal as Marquise Chris. A little floater up over the top of Karl Anthony Towns for the hoot. Something we've not seen out of Marquise Chris. Teague able to work on Ulis and get the quick pull up.
Too strong.
Tap for Timberwolves. They've already got 9 turnovers. Daniels launching from straight away.
Screaming, telling the team to get up on him, get up on him.
He just crossed the half-court stripe.
Yeah, too late.
Teague, 8th rebound.
They're throwing it into the post every time. And they are shooting a high percentage when they do.
Daniels fading away in the corner, almost in the lap of his teammates over there on the Suns bench.
Steps back. Not for 18-footer, but for. I put that jump in the grill to Tom Thibodeau because he's defending out there. He's just telling these guys like robots where to move, how to move.
Karl Anthony Towns
Slaps himself in the face when he did that.
Marquise Chris looks at the three. Chris. Here's Gibson, another former Bull. Played under Thibodeau there with Chicago.
Yeah, he's making all kind of shots, isn't he?
Warren on the quick pull-up, able to knock it down. Ire of Tom Thibodeau is Warren running down the lane. Chandler tapping once and twice and finally gets the putback.
Yeah, tough tapping in there from Tyson Chandler. Jimmy Butler and Andrew Wiggins right there.
Looking for Andrew Wiggins here, matched up against Troy Daniels, and Wiggins just an easy turnaround.
That's too easy.
Teague way outside. Cannon, good defense. Wiggins, shot clock at 3, knocks it down. Well,
with a solid outlet pass.
Butler with 10, looking to add to it and his team's lead. It's the runner and the glass. The long 3 leaves it short. Get a reset on the shot clock. Lob it up to Tyson Chandler. Will jam it home. Chandler with 9 rebounds to go along with his 4 points. Warren able to get across the lane and jam it home. Plump. Wiggins had 11 in that first half. He shot very well, 5 of 8. Jackson on the spin. Josh Jackson with a nice finish.
Getting some great efforts, some good opportunities at the rim.
Gibson puts his head down. Jackson going right in the chest of Jimmy Butler for the lay-in.
Obviously got the message to this starting unit. They have come out here extremely strong here early.
Towns down the lane, and Chris with the monster rejection. A.J. Warren with a quick pull-up. You get a few more baskets, and you got to believe the wheels will start turning. As Marquise Chris with another shot block. Ulis, little dribble hesitation, and he gets the one. Lane, tough break there. Had a good look. Warren dive for the floor.
Oh, that's a tremendous steal.
Marquise Chris with a feed in the jam.
Negative is Thibodeau refuses to go to his bench, and his starters are getting worked.
Double digits.
The Timberwolves have not. That's their first bucket.
Warren, good looking feed from Tyler Ulis. Ulis able to get past Wiggins, can't get him, and Warren cutting baseline there with a foul putback.
They got a hold of that one, but that was a solid pickup.
5 on a shot clock, tied up by Teague, and turns it over. Wiggins with the step through, able to get around Marquise Chris.
Back in this game, moving the basketball, so he can't allow the ball to stick.
Jackson going right at Karl Anthony Towns for the hoop. And great defense there to avoid the foul. Here comes TJ on the drive and the finish.
Wow.
Karl Anthony Towns running over Tyson Chandler. Suns were looking for the offensive foul. Butler will get that and one. Bench early, like we saw him have to do in that opening quarter.
And Thibodeau refuses to go to his bench, even when the starters aren't playing well.
Butler able to muscle his way inside. Weak on Minnesota's home floor. Suns were 31 of 35 in that comeback. As Teague finds a wide open lane, and it's easy lane.
Maybe some fatigue has played a part in that shot.
Teague looking baseline by Jimmy Butler. They trailed by a dozen to Memphis early. Came back and won. Troy Daniels catch and shoot. Bottoms up for Troy Daniels. Proud to own the three-point zone. Of course, a little sweet redemption the other night as Cannon has to pull the contested three in the face of Teague.
Thibodeau, I mean, he's nonstop. He's nonstop.
Lynn with a kick to Daniels, moving to his left. You are correct, sir. 30 seconds. Wiggins on the spin, gets inside, nice left-hand finish.
He's got great offense. With the same tenacity, part of his game that just does not stand out with a guy that has his athleticism.
T.J. Warren giving it right back to him. Closer. Daniels trying to give him some space.
Oh, man, too.
Minnesota Timberwolves trailed by 22. Shot clock winding down to 4. Butler tied up there defensively. Well, doing Jimmy Butler thing. His team in the last 2 road games, they're trailing by double digits. Gorgui Dieng hit 1 3 earlier tonight. And he came into the game with only 5 threes made on the season. 5 rebounds. Butler spinning, trapping. Dieng was thinking about another one. Tyus Jones even more wide open, and Jones will cash it in.
14-point lead.
Yeah, had pulled within 2 at 82-80 as Lynn takes the drop-off pass from Cannon and slams it home. But now it's about turning things up on the defensive end, trying to slow this guy down. Bender was right on top of it, but you see the strength of Jimmy Butler right there.
Oh, the hang time as well.
House Jr. out on the floor now for the Suns. Nice Jones trying to stay up. Good ball movement by the Suns, but a block from behind. And
Jimmy Butler.
Timberwolves have been in a 13-year playoff drought. Cannon up ahead, finds Lynn, jams it down.
Yeah, that's exactly how you do it if you're Alex Lynn. You don't hesitate, don't decelerate. Chip coaching. Earn your opportunity to play in the fourth quarter.
There's Karl-Anthony Towns from long range. Boy, and the Timberwolves have really come to life over the last 5 minutes from beyond the arc. The season high arching 3 from Daniels, an air ball. Jackson there to grab it. Cannon sets and fires for 3. Got it. Deciding between he and Mike James, but they just felt like defensively especially, he's really done exactly what they've wanted on the floor as Tyus Jones misses right at the rim.
Short armed it.
Cannon on the drive, no look dish to the cup, Warren in the lead.
That's a great 4-point turnaround there. Scoring with the clock off is tremendous.
Jackson on the feed back from Tyson Chandler with a high-arching rainbow. Makes it a 10-point game. Looking for Warren, who's got the big second half going. And continues his run. He's got 20. Has not hit from beyond the arc tonight. Cannon on the drive gets tied up. Chris on the spin, and Karl-Anthony Towns says, no.
Yeah, didn't need to
percent from the strike. Chris with another block. And then Butler somehow comes out of the pack with it. That's just shooting practice right there for Jimmy Butler. I'm beginning to work against the Suns. Troy Daniels on the floor, trying to make the most of it, and why not? The three-point assassin strikes again. Daniels tied up, shot clock down to 4. Cannon gets it up off the glass and gets it in.
You want to find Daniels anytime you can.
For this guy, T.J. Warren, who's able to squeeze it up and in. Butler on the inside take, left it short, but Taj Gibson between 2 Suns defenders with the rebound and the putback. Cannon running into the monster screen set there by Karl-Anthony Towns. Wiggins across the lane and gets it to roll in.
It gets so hot.
Trying to free up Troy Daniels. Instead, they'll give it to Warren. Warren across the lane. Boy, lots of contact right there, but TJ still manages to knock it down against the Western Conference, as they will gain a split in the season series, because tonight is the final time that these 2 teams will meet.